And we are back once again, so let us see how it plays out. Several Federals are starting to run, but not all that many, considering. Where are they going? Just some oof. Starting to take a few too many losses for my take. Few too many losses for my liking. Uh-oh. Oof. It's very bitter at the moment. Massive Federals are continuing to pull back. Rightly so, they're being pressed exceptionally hard. And now that Early has arrived and is setting up to assault, they will be set to attack him. Oof. Ow. My boys are paying dearly. I think I'm going to withdraw behind Seminary Ridge. I think I'm going to withdraw behind Seminary Ridge, reform, and proceed. They are dead. Well, they routed. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're then going to go there and take out them. That's unfortunate. My attempt to save some cavalry has only got more cavalry captured. Ugh. Unfortunate. There's Blotcher's Knoll. The Almshouse. Ow, 40 men lost. Okay, I don't think we're gonna... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna withdraw and reform. We pushed them hard. I'm gonna withdraw behind Seminary Ridge, reform. And then from there, either look to launch another attack before the end of the day, or wait out the rest of the day and just manoeuvre about. Yep, there they go. Unfortunate. 3 units routed. 5th Alabama, 26th Alabama, 3rd Alabama. So 3 Alabama regiments were routed, so all O'Neill's regiments, but not at all surprising considering the amount they're being shot at. Okay, so let us do this. Let's have a look-see. You lost 2%, you've lost 1%, you've lost 4%. I don't particularly want to come under the umbrella of all that bloody Federal artillery, but I may not have a choice in the matter. You are going to go rejoin your brigade, regardless of anything else. Alright, you boys are going to withdraw to the north side of the rail line You are Brockenbauer. You can come that way. There's 300 men up there. Could I take the position? I don't know, because the problem is I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, I am going to withdraw back behind Seminary Ridge to reform. Fall back behind Seminary Ridge to reform. Lost a couple of men there. Thomas is basically going... Alright. Thomas then will fold into a position. How bad is the fit? Routed. They're disrupted. Pettigrew is still going to launch. Oof, 12%, 20%. Yeah, some of my regiments up there are really not in the best of shape. Low ammos and all kinds of other crap. Get up there, unlimber. Get up there and unlimber. Alright. My choices here. How many men have I lost? I've lost 2,000, about 2,400 men. To about the same. 2,500 men to about 2,500 men. The Federal volleys are taking their toll, so in this case, I think I'm going to withdraw temporarily and look to reform. Doles is in the position to somewhat continue, but not really. Same with Ramshaw. Oof. Let's look to hit someone with a volley. No effect. Daniel's brigade, they're starting to get a little worn, unfortunately. And Ramshaw's brigade is pretty small. You can head that way. You can head that way. Alright. Alright, let's have a look-see. What do I want to do? I could continue to assault, but there's 390 or well, there's maybe 500-600 men in that hex. Let's have a look-see. Lane, yeah, I think it might. While some units are doing perfectly fine, others not so much. For example, Lane's brigade, really not in a good spot here, being blasted by pretty close range Federal artillery for the most part. Otherwise, we're facing pretty tough Federal assaults. Pettigrew, 500 men there, 300 there. Get a volley in the face. Oof. Cutler is in a really dodgy spot now, but for the most part, well, most of Cutler is in a dodgy spot. So there's some 400 odd men there. Now, choices. I can stay there and look to finish off the brigade, but given that I'm sort of withdrawing to reform, basically withdrawing to reform, pour it in. Just pouring it in. Daniels, gonna stay there. Davis has reloaded a couple of his regiments. Pettigrew. So those two could hit them fairly efficiently, but hit them. Back into low ammo, of course they are. I'm getting unlucky with my ammos. Thomas, what to do with Thomas? Let's have a look, see what can Thomas see. So Thomas will not be seen there. So Thomas's brigade is to head that direction. Oh, great, he did that. Basically, their job is to hold that position. Otherwise, Lane is mostly just going to fall back again. Once they are done, yeah, I think I will have Lane fall back. Not Pegram. Gonna have gonna bring up my artillery, some of Heath's artillery into position. Otherwise, for God's sake, I took that off for 1 minute and I forget to put it back on again. Ugh. Right, my bad. I really need to keep that off. Wilcox, march up the road. Anderson, march up. Mahone, you can march up. One regiment with Mahone's been delayed. Posey's Mississippians will come up. Alright. They then come up. Now, Lang's Florida Brigade. The last two artillery sections, and then Wright's Brigade. Wright will be at the back of the line, because Wright is not here at the moment. When does Wright arrive, actually, now that I think about it? Wright will not arrive until 6 AM for some reason. Alright, let's do this. Form line. You will go take Blotcher's Knoll and move there. You will move into there, and then Gordon himself will move there. Hoke. The artillery will move up. Hoke will come forward and basically set up in position. Early will move to there. Hayes and his boys will come up. And then the last parts of... Damn it. Alright, Smith. We'll move up to there, form line. I'm basically going to have Smith move up and try and drive off some of these Federal horsemen by moving behind the rail line and opening fire for the most part. Get rid of them. Let's look to get rid of these boys somewhat. It's not a lot, but any gunfire is better than no gunfire. What about my artillery? The PD, South Carolina. Who can they actually see? They can see them. Attempt to blast them, but not really going to have much of an effect. Let's have a look-see. Bang. Alright, let's see what else. Bang. Alright. The artillery is doing its job nicely. Again, mostly just staying where I am for now to try and reorganise, given that the Federal line is in a fairly dodgy situation. My other option would be to move what is Davis's troops forward to try and help exchange gunfire with them, and I think I will. I'll move the Tar Heels forward. Move the Tar Heels. Hit them. Move the 2nd Mississippi up and look to hit them again. And then move them up, but not really to do anything else because, well, no ammo. But they'll resupply from there anyway. And you'll go there. What is Iverson's brigade's gonna mostly rest and recuperate. You are gonna stay over there. Bring up the guns. You are Pbem. Just gonna unlimber them mostly for the main part at the moment because, well, if they're unlimbered, they can at least fire if he counterattacks. You can't cross. Can you? No. Alright, Thomas, you're part of Thomas's brigade, so you come up and follow. You can follow. Now, so can you. Move up to there. Where did they go? Over here, I suspect. Because of potentially being aware of the arrival of place there, there, and there. I will have at least somewhat decent positions on the Federal artillery position, but with their position north of town crumbling, 4 o'clock Jenkins will arrive, so another hour until Jenkins arrives. Johnson will arrive not long afterwards. He will arrive not long afterwards at 4:20. Anderson, in the meantime, will, I think for the most part, the first day is almost done. Alrighty. What's left of the fact that the 56th Pennsylvania just does not want to get disordered, despite being shot at by well over 3 times the men, is impressive, to say the least. The Danville artillery for the moment, I'm basically gonna bring up Brockenbauer again. The Rockbridge artillery will likewise also join the column. That's coming up as I prepare to... Alright, you can command Pender. Pender can't command Lane, but at this point, actually, yes he can, because because I pulled back. What about Heath? What's Heath's... he's not able to command his brigades effectively, so now he can. You are commanding your divisions effectively. And is Lee commanding both corps effectively? Yes, he is. So, and Yule is obviously commanding both his divisions effectively. But for now, we are still in position. Just basically guarding against any sneaks. So far we've lost 2,237 infantry and 270 horsemen. The horsemen were pretty much all just captured, pretty much. But he's lost 1,714 infantry, 920 cavalry. I've lost 2 leaders, he's lost 1. He's lost 6 guns, I've lost 1. I've also lost a couple of supply points because one of my wagons was hit, so I lost a couple of supply. Which is unfortunate, because I need every ounce of supply I can get my grubby little hands on. But otherwise, that's that. So onwards to the melee. I don't really want to melee them because, well, I would rather have them cut off. But yeah, I think I will not bother meleeing them. So Anderson is rushing down the pike. He will arrive maybe maybe an hour. Then it'll take about an hour to get set up. So, and what time did we say dusk was? Dusk is 7 o'clock. So, So dusk is 7 o'clock. Then we have a single hour of twilight, and then it's night. So about 8 o'clock before everything just goes night and we can't actually see anything. But for the most part, he's going to have to make a choice. Stay north of the town and potentially get overrun, or withdraw south of the town to Cemetery and Culp's Hill. But otherwise, I think we are done. Duns, I think. Because, well, I could have Archer look to cut up what's left of that regiment. Yeah, I don't think it's really worth it, so there we go. We're all done. So, 3 PM. It's smoky. It will turn to hazy at 6 o'clock. So, otherwise, that's another turn done. We're still just... what time does... Now that I think about it, what time does... No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Johnson's 4:20. McClaws will arrive at 9 PM. So I'll have McClaws move up to about here before dark. So he's just a little ever so... I don't mind acquiring a bit of fatigue to ensure that he's closer to the action come July 2nd. because this is definitely going into a second day. We are literally only 25 turns in, so definitely going to continue. This is definitely going to be going on because, well, I haven't routed him from north of the town, so he's obviously going to look to hold the historical horseshoe. But otherwise, onwards and onwards. Whoops. Anyway, so this is this part done. On to the next.